Unconventionals. I'm Amelia.
And I'm JP, and today we're in Otavalo, Ecuador, in the world-famous indigenous market called Plaza de Ponchos.
Yes, we took a short 10-minute cab ride from Cotacachi, and it cost us $6.
We're going to show you the mercado here and some of the other unusual things about Otavalo.
Having a lot of fun. We've only made it to one booth. Wow. Poco a poco. Ah, gracias. It's the Inca calendar.
Cool.
I know. Well, I want to see it. She has an espejo.
Sí, espejo.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I
Más
love it.
grande también, mira.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful.
También hay diferente color en diferente color.
Oh, these are really pretty.
Wow, those are pretty.
Wow, I love these. Me encanta.
Muy bueno, gracias, Amelia.
Do you have analysis paralysis?
Yes, JP knows me so well.
O este
like both of
similar de earrings también,
Yeah.
Pachamama.
I know. These are really beautiful.
What do you think?
I think I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Queremos los tres?
Sí,
Sí.
por favor, mi amor.
Necesitamos ir a cajero automático.
Sí.
You broke the bank, Amelia.
I know we had zero intention of buying anything because that's really not what we do. But I couldn't resist. This is absolutely gorgeous. JP, I love you.
We didn't make it very far, Amelia.
Oh gosh, we're awful.
Look at these pretty.
These are amazing. And look at all of these. If you gotta wear a mask, you might as well go big.
Yeah, we're in style. We love filming these kind of videos because we just go out with our camera and walk and talk, and it works great until the microphone cuts out and we don't know it.
Yeah, that was quite the bummer. When we came home from our trip, we realized that we had lost most of the audio. So JP had to go back and cut all the parts with us talking, because we're not good at lip reading, and we're assuming we're not either.
Yeah.
But we did have plenty of video, and
Yeah.
we're happy to still share it with you. And it got us to revisit our experiences, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, we were really impressed with Otavalo. It's a beautiful little city. It kind of reminded us of Cuenca walking around. So a lot of really nice stores, bunch of restaurants, lots of murals on the walls.
Yeah, I thought that one store, JP, with those really huge spools of thread or yarn, I don't know why, but I just thought that was so cool.
It looked like like an Apple store for yarn.
Yeah.
It was so clean and modern, and everything was like spaced out and very colorful. It was really cool.
It was really interesting to see kind of the juxtaposition between that and then the traditional indigenous clothing stores and the jewelry stores and the bancos, and there's just a lot going on. Otavalo is really pretty and super clean.
Problem was we didn't take enough cash with us. Amelia saw a jewelry booth that she could not resist. And we bought her some jewelry, but we didn't have enough cash on us to buy it, so we had to walk over to an ATM, and the closest Banco Guayaquil ATM was about 4 blocks away. That's why we went for a walk, and it was right by that really cool looking church that, Amelia talked about it in the video, but we don't have that.
It's good because it gave me the opportunity to look up the name of the church, and the name is Iglesia El Jordán. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it was interesting. The church was finished being built between 1963 and 1964, but I read that they actually started building it in the late 1800s, and then I also read 1925. So I don't completely understand the history there. Apparently it took them a long time to finish and open it up to the public, but the church was amazing.
Yeah, it looked a lot older than it was, and
Yes.
the inside was really beautiful, but we don't, for respectful reasons, we don't film inside churches. There were people in there praying and stuff, so we respect their privacy by not filming inside, but it was beautiful inside the church.
It sure was, and then there was a really nice park across the street. And then from right around that area, we walked over to the Mercado, which, oh my gosh, it was so pretty to see all of those fruits and veggies.
We rounded the corner, and I told Amelia, there's our candy store, because it did look like a candy store with all those colors.
Well, it was just so vibrant because the day got so dark and cloudy. So it was really, I don't know. It was
beautiful.
Very memorable.
It made my mouth water.
It's making my mouth water right now.
Then we walked over to the main square area called Plaza Simone Bolivar. That was a really beautiful park too, and there's a really cool looking government building on one side of it, and lots of pigeons.
And statues and park benches.
And rain.
And rain, yes, and it really started to rain. And JP and I were laughing at ourselves because I guess we've been spoiled living here in Manta. So we both have regular raincoats, and then we have those really nice light packable raincoats, and we brought 0. We did not bring any umbrellas. Fortunately, my jacket has a hood that was built in, but we were not prepared for rain, which was really stupid because we lived in Cuenca for 2.5 years. We should have known better.
It was raining pretty hard too.
It was.
It hasn't rained here in Manta since we've lived here for 6 months, and it didn't really rain much in Alone because they're in a multi-year drought. So we just have not been in rain since we left Cuenca almost 2 years ago. We just were not prepared, but it was still beautiful but a bit chilly at that point.
It was a bit chilly.
We were also worried that the Mercado, the Plaza de los Ponchos, I said that wrong in the intro, it's Plaza de los Ponchos, and we were worried that it was going to close because of the rain, and by the time we got back there they were wrapping things up, so we're really glad we got back in time because we had only bought the necklace.
Yes.
And we came back with the rest of the money to get the earrings and the bracelet.
Yes, well, and then I also purchased this ring. So
Oh, and a ring, yeah.
I got the whole set.
Yeah, we negotiated a price which included the ring at the end. So
Yes, and we had a fun time shopping with Amelia.
Amelia. Her name
Amelia.
was. She asked what our name was, and she said Amelia. She's like, "That's my name," but she spells hers with an E.
Yes. Yeah, and she was extremely helpful. And gosh, I was just so impressed with all the craftsmanship of the jewelry and, well, all the textiles. Wow, it was so cool to be there. After we bought my jewelry, we decided to check out some of the other vendors before they packed up. And I'm glad we did because I got this really awesome poncho. And I love it because it's got the sleeves built in. I was laughing though because they kept trying to get me to try warmer things in these really heavy blankets, and I was like, we live in Manta, we do not need that kind of stuff. So I don't know how much I'll actually wear this in Manta, but I will wear it when we travel in other parts of Ecuador because I was very grateful to have this. And I'm glad I picked the gray. I liked the red too, but I think the gray was the right choice.
Yeah, the gray matches her hair better. It was really chilly in Cotacachi too, especially in the evenings and at night. So she wore this every night after that because it was so cool there. I doubt seriously if she'll wear it in Manta, but we'll have it for Cuenca and Mindo and Loja, and when we go back to Cotacachi, which we will because it's awesome there.
Oh my gosh. And Otavalo, I can't wait to go back there too.
Yeah, so then we looked for some shirts for me. I've been wanting to get a couple new shirts, and everyone tells me I should dress more like an Ecuadorian. Well, here you go. Doesn't get any more Ecuadorian than this. This is a traditional Ecuadorian shirt. And man, I love it. It's so lightweight and comfortable. I don't know why they would wear it in Otavalo though, because this is definitely warm weather clothing. It's like this really thin. What kind of fabric is this?
Cotton. It's cotton.
Like a linen fabric. It's really cool. I love wearing it here.
Yeah, it did crack me up that we had to find those in Cotacachi for you because JP's wanted the shirt or shirts similar to this, and he hasn't found any here in Manta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not as common here. This style isn't, but they do have a coastal style too called a guayabera, and we've seen those in Guayaquil, but they're really thin, slim cut, and we haven't found any to fit me. They're made more for Ecuadorians, I guess.
I guess we need to work out more, JP.
Yeah.
Maybe less eating out, more fruits and veggies.
Less cookies.
Less cookies, yes. Everybody always asks us, where is everybody in our videos? Well, we filmed during the week, and we went on a Tuesday, which is why there was hardly anybody there, not to mention that fact that it was raining.
Yeah, and tourism is down in Ecuador and in the tourist sites like Otavalo. So please come, spend your money.
Yes.
We need to help the Ecuadorian people. So we got really good service that day because we only saw a couple other people there shopping among all of the vendors that were open. So it was kind of sad, but we got really good service and everybody was very happy that we were there.
Yeah, and they did speak some English too, if you're wondering. So it's a blend of English and Spanish. And definitely bring your negotiation skills with you and cash.
Yeah, cash. And, you know, a lot of people ask us too why we don't film more like the indigenous people or locals. They don't like to be filmed.
Yeah.
So there's some superstition, especially among the indigenous, about being filmed with a camera. So they tell us to stop filming if they see me filming, which is why we don't have a lot of them on camera. In the Mercado, it's a little bit different. I think they're used to video and cameras, and they just, you know, it's part of the sales process. So they let us film them, which we're really, really thankful for.
Yes, but they are very clear when they do not want to be filmed, and of course we are very respectful.
Yeah,
and
they get angry.
Yeah, they do get angry. And we just don't like to go as much out on the weekends because it can be so crowded and it can be very difficult when we're trying to do any sort of audio and the audio is actually working. Because otherwise you won't be able to hear us. Yeah,
and a lot of times there's loud music blasting and lots of different music blasting on multiple different corners, so we can't have copyrighted music in our videos either.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised when we heard the beginning segment because it had been very noisy when we were standing out there talking, but you couldn't tell.
Yeah, there were lots of loud cars and motorcycles, but when the mic works, it works well.
Exactly. So the main time to go to the Otavalo market, we've been told, is Saturday, because on Saturdays they block off all the streets surrounding that area, and it turns into one giant market. It's much bigger than the square. So next time we go back, we will check that out for sure.
Yeah, we have heard though that pickpockets are common there on Saturdays, so you got to make sure and secure your belongings. Another reason why we don't like to film when there's big crowds is because we have our gear out and don't really want to call attention to ourselves and big crowds, because the pickpockets are very, very skillful.
They are.
All right, guys, that's all we have for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and a brief tour of Otavalo. We know there's a lot more to do in that area, but we were limited on time and we can only do so much. So we're going to go back and film even more things. There's so much to do there.
I know, my gosh, I fell in love with that area. I cannot wait to go back. But we still have more to show in future videos.
Yep. All right, leave us a like, and we will see you all in our next video.
Ciao.
Ciao.